everyone.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Welcome to our family's whole Facebook Live tonight. We're glad you joined us.
We have done a little studio change for this because we all have to fit on this couch. So we've set up some different things and to try to stop our echoing. So if you do hear a little bit of echoing, that's because we have vaulted ceilings and somewhat bare walls, but so we hope it's not too echoey.
We don't have fabric-y walls.
We don't have fabric-y walls, and we don't have a professional studio. We're doing this from our home, so it is what it is.
Welcome to our home tonight.
Welcome to our home.
We're glad you joined us.
And we so gonna do this.
We're so gonna do this. Most of you already know us, but if you don't, we have 4 children, and we've got Sophia, Jonah, Daisy, and Jude. Say hi, everybody.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
It's our amazing family. We're very, very blessed. I can't even begin to tell you how blessed I feel on a daily basis. So.
Yeah, and this is fun to have you guys. The kids have been asking every single week. They say, when can we go on with you? And so we have been unsure if that was going to work. And tonight we're brave enough to do it. So we know it's going to be awesome. These kids are ready to handle it.
Did you have something you want to share, Jude?
Go ahead.
It's the best day ever, and we're gonna have a good life.
That is awesome. I agree, son. Daisy wants to show us. She has a really cool shirt that she's wearing. Oh, you're showing the stuffed animal. Daisy's shirt.
Her star on her shirt is sequins. She can flip them either way. So they're either silver.
So now we're silver. You want to strike a pose and you're silver? All right. And then it's going back to hot pink. Yeah, baby.
All right.
Which side do you like better, Daisy?
Pink.
I like the pink too.
Why do you like the pink?
Because it shows very pretty in the camera.
How about in real life? Does it show pretty in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
The pink does pop against that black and white very nicely.
Hot pink's one of my favorite colors.
Yeah.
I loved the 80s.
Anything day glow, we're all about it. Abuela just joined us. Hi, Abuela.
Hi,
Great.
Sophia has a very cool shirt as well.
Oh, yeah,
Can we kind of see that?
I don't know.
It says, I'm all that and dim sum. So my brother, Grammy's on there. Hi, Grammy.
Hi, Grammy. Hi.
My brother Ryan was moving, and he went ahead and sent us a care package today. His wife Carly sent us a care package, and it was like a treasure chest. It had all kinds of super cool stuff. And so all that and dim sum was Sophia's shirt. Oh, Jude is wearing a shirt that he got from Aunt Carly as well. Daddy's trying to reach something and he can't do it.
I had a Jude on my lap.
Okay, what else do you want to say? You kids can say something. I'm going to turn on the iPad so that I can see the comments.
All right.
Good idea.
Mommy's always plugged into her devices.
Oh, Mommy.
Whatever.
So Jude got this special new shirt today in the mail, and he's looking quite dapper.
Let's give a bunch of thumbs up for
Do
Jude.
you know what dapper means,
His
Jude?
sheer awesomeness.
No.
Don't. Does anybody? Daisy? Or you're not Daisy. Who are you?
Sophia.
Sophia, that's right. Sophia, do you know what dapper
She's
means?
kind of like handsome and like manly sort of thing.
Oh, wait a minute. The volume is off. We are technologically challenged.
There's a delay.
Here, buddy. I've got it.
Let Mommy
No,
know.
honey. Right here. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
If Mommy has the iPad on her lap, she doesn't have to put her glasses on to read the
There'll
comments.
be a delay. I have to have glasses for far away, so that's what we're trying to avoid. We can keep these pretty brown eyes uncovered.
They are beautiful.
It's really funny because Skip has really awesome blue eyes and I have brown. So our kids are split down the middle, half and half. The girls have blue, the boys have brown eyes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was funny. The kids and I were reading a story for school today. And it was the missionary, right? Amy Carmichael?
Yeah.
And so the story started out by saying that when she was 3, her mom told her that God answers her prayers. So she went into her room and prayed that night. She said, God, please let me wake up and have the most beautiful blue eyes ever. And she woke up and she still had brown eyes.
Disappointing.
So she was super bummed to find out that sometimes the answer is no. Pauline is here from Hawaii. Hi.
Aloha.
And we saw Leah from Colorado. Thanks, guys, for joining us. We're glad to have you here in our home tonight.
Yeah.
The kids wanted to give us some input every week. They wanted to come in and join us. So, Jonah, you're here. You want to say hi?
Hey, everybody.
What do you want to tell everybody? You just want to join in the conversation?
There's only 1 million people watching you right now, dude.
For real.
No.
I'm not pressured at all. That's not. No, I'm fine.
Jonah's
Not
good
even
under pressure.
Not even close to 1 million.
He can handle it.
We're only at like 500,000.
6 million.
We're actually at 5.
All of our family, we're so many people that it's padding the numbers.
It is. Just our family pads the numbers. So it has been fun. We have had a lot of fun doing this. And so this is the week where our kids came in. Are we doing a surprise topic? What's the surprise topic? Let's talk about this couch. Can we talk about this couch
Oh
for a
my
minute?
gosh, Pauline says Alicia's with her.
Oh,
and
fun.
that they say hi and that they miss us.
Wow, miss you guys too.
Especially
That's so
Skip.
awesome. Are you guys at work? Are they at work?
I think Hawaii's 5 or 6
Yeah,
hours
that's what I'm
behind, so
saying.
they might be at work.
We're about to put our kids to bed. It's after
Very
8 o'clock
dark.
at night here. Yeah.
I love you guys. Sorry to interrupt. What were you going to say?
This couch is humongous, right? It's so deep. Like I can sit on it with my legs crossed and still have another foot of room in the front. It's a very deep couch.
You
So
look tiny compared to
yeah,
the couch.
it's kind of fun to sit here and
Really comfy for
It's
school.
big enough
Really
for a
comfy
family
for
of
school.
25 like we have.
a family of 25. So we've added our kids in. Surprise topics are the kids. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think that we should mention how the kids in your favorite holiday is coming up this week.
Oh boy.
On Saturday.
Not mine.
Okay, so
Not
Daisy's on
Daisy's.
Mommy's team. Mommy does not enjoy
So,
it. Daisy does not enjoy it. But
I
Saturday
feel like
is Skip's Christmas. It is.
as a man who loves God and as a Christian, that I should probably say that Easter and Christmas are my favorite holidays. But if I'm being completely honest, I love April Fool's Day.
Skip hearts April Fool's Day. So Skip's all about the tricks.
It is
So
fun.
Daisy and I say no.
Jude.
Heart it, everybody.
love epic heart.
And I'm gonna do good jokes and
You're gonna do good jokes.
Are you gonna tell people what your jokes are? No, you're gonna keep it a secret.
Of course, you can't ruin it like a few days before. Like
because then you can do jokes.
Abuela
Okay.
says she's with us, that she's not a big fan of the April Fools. And Pauline says, yeah, they're on lunch break, that they have to head back to work
Yeah.
soon. We're glad you got to pop in for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend Leah says she doesn't like tricks either, so I agree. Tonight at dinner table, we said, okay, April Fool's Day's coming up. We can talk about it a little bit tonight. But remember, I tell the kids every single time, remember, we don't prank Mommy. No matter what, we don't prank Mommy. And all the kids went, ah.
I had to put a kibosh on one of Jude's already when he's taking a bath tonight. He told me one of the ones he was going to play on Jonah. I said,
Jude is
you
4.
cannot do that.
He's
Jonah."
crafting, like, really, like, diabolical ones.
Very fun.
Here's what the kids did last year. Well, okay, let's talk about this. Like 3 years ago, our kids were still really small. Sophia, I don't know, I think you could read, but just barely, whatever. And you didn't understand about calendars or something. I don't know. Maybe it was
yeah.
5, 6
Oh,
years
that
ago.
was funny.
And so a couple years ago, I pranked the kids. I told them that the calendar was wrong, that they printed it wrong, that April Fool's Day is actually on April 2nd. And so all
That's
day
very
long,
funny.
the kids didn't do any pranks to me. And then at the
Sophia
end of the day
actually
at
went on-
bedtime,
Sophia actually went on her calendar and scratched April Fool's out off the first and wrote it on the second. She was so convinced.
I have a picture of that, which I like. Your mom, Grammy, says that, oh, she has no idea where your love of tricks came from. Yeah, Skip comes by it honestly. He has a family of Irish pranksters. His mom is very fun to be around. So, so the kids last year, their big prank for me was all good pranks. And so the kids decided to come up with pranking Mommy in nice ways. So they hid dollar bills in the toilet paper roll so that when you would pull the toilet paper, dollar bills would come out and stuff underneath it. It was awesome. So my kids are excellent, nice prankers.
To Mommy.
You're
To
always
mommy.
welcome
Everyone
to
else,
nice prank
everyone
friends.
else is getting it.
For
Everybody
Skip, they
else,
put
that's
his
right.
wallet in the freezer, all kinds of
He,
stuff.
they put his underwear.
Oops. They actually do.
I was frozen.
Are we going to say underwear on Facebook? Okay, so now you know. Daddy gets frozen underwear on April 1st.
Week. Y'all need to step up your April Fool's game.
Oh, I have
Pauline
a
and
list.
Alicia, they like tricks too.
I have a list of stuff for you.
Okay, well it's
My
Saturday.
list-
April Fool's is Saturday, and I have many lists.
My list is like Santa Claus list, like the naughty or nice. It's like
Gonna
that.
roll. A couple years ago, Skip took the Oreos and he took all the cream out of the middle and he put toothpaste instead.
That was
so
when we were in Hawaii.
the kids
Yeah.
were so excited. They're like, oh, "You're giving us cookies?"
At lunch?
Because we don't normally give them a bunch of sugar, and so Skip, has this whole plate of cookies. So then they bite in and they taste the toothpaste, and Jonah was like, "I can't believe you did that to me." Like, he was so upset. He handled it pretty well, but like he just couldn't believe that his daddy tricked him.
But at first, the Oreo company has done the mint frosted Oreos, like the frosting in the mint. So I was like, oh, it's new. And then like I really got the flavor of like toothpaste, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, he almost enjoyed it. He almost thought like, oh, it's like a Girl Scout cookies. What's the mint, whatever Girl Scout cookies?
Thin mints.
Thin
Oh,
mints,
Thin
yeah.
Go ahead, Sophia. Tell them the news about Thin Mints.
They have Thin Mint cereal. Like cereal.
cereal.
Cereal is the best thing ever.
And it
And
tastes
then cookie cereal.
All right, Daisy's turn. Go ahead, Daisy.
I watched this video on YouTube that a guy got gummy worms, plain gummy worms. He opened the package and then he put salt in them and he shaked it up and it looks just like sour gummy worms.
Oh.
But then what does it taste like?
It tastes like salty.
Ew, super salty, disgusting. Kelsey says she likes to hide poppers like under the toilet seat.
Oh,
She'll put those, when you put down the toilet seat, it'll go pop like that really loud. You're funny, Kelsey. I would freak out probably.
I've seen that one on Pinterest a few times.
English?
I've seen that one on Pinterest a few
Okay,
times.
thank you.
My kids already have like plastic bugs and stuff around the house, so I kind of get pranked every day just being around.
Yeah, and they also have Legos, so if that counts as a prank, I definitely get Legos in the feed every day.
You're just
You've
training.
already ranted
Like
about that, Dad. You can't rant about it again.
if you already have to be, if you have to be the bad guy on Home Alone, you're all ready to
I'm
step on
ready.
Legos
That's right. I
and get
can-
paint cans
yeah.
to the faces.
I definitely can be the stunt double in that movie. So, call me a Home Alone stunt double. That's what I'm good at.
Fatherhood. Hashtag fatherhood.
You're good at stepping on Legos and getting paint tipped on your head and sipping on marbles.
Yep. Lots of practice with those things. Speaking of fatherhood, today Skip put up on his Facebook, Jude is learning his letters, and so Jude runs up to us and he's like, duh, 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 that's letter D. How did he say it? Duh.
Duh, duh. It's like the word duh.
No, he said dubby. 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 Dubby starts with duh, duh,
Oh, yeah,
duh,
dubby.
D, dubby. And we
Duh.
said, what's dubby? And he goes, dubby, like the bee stings me. So we said, oh, okay, we're not used to that one.
So he is really, really fun while he learns
He's
his letters, and Daisy's learning to read.
he's sending out letters and I'm learning to read.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Daisy's doing awesome at
I can
reading.
read too.
You can read too?
Yeah, we're very
How do you spell
excited.
Jude?
J-U-D-E.
J-U-D-E. That's right, buddy. Good job.
Ding ding ding! We have a winner. What did you get? To be on Facebook Live.
You're all winners. All right, you ready?
So, book something you wanted to talk about? Book Beth's
Oh, that was
nerdy
just going to
book?
be my other...
Beth's
You're
I'm
nerdy.
reading the
You're
I'm
nerdy.
reading your notes.
I was going to do another surprise topic, but we already exhausted
We exhausted our surprise
topic. So
yes, son.
we'll just go ahead and keep that a
What
secret.
did you get? No,
What?
What do you get? Nothing at all.
Oh, that's what they get? Nothing at all? No, they get
Yes,
to see
like
your
a
cute
peep show
face
bunny.
Nah.
and your new cool shirt. Awesomeness.
So, tonight we're going to be talking about,
Tonight we're going to be talking about how we're a family.
and we include our kids.
And we include our kids. And we wanted to just jump on here for a few minutes and encourage you guys to do the same. So we wanted to talk to you. We kind of mentioned it last week a little bit about how since the very get-go of us starting a family, we decided to make sure that us being a family unit, doing things together, was part of our family culture. We decided that that's how we wanted to run our life, that we weren't going to have just daddy off doing stuff with mommy and the kids at home, or just daddy and mommy going off and the kids are too small, they can't do anything. And so we decided from the very beginning, nope, we're a family, we're a family unit. We believe that our kids are important and valuable, and that they can learn how to be self-controlled and mannerly in with us. And so we decided to include them. So that included things that we did to like outreach and bless people when we go and love on people. Last week we talked about when we would go and feed the homeless, we just include the kids and bring them right along with us. And so we want to talk about a few other scenarios that we bring our kids with. Go ahead, Jude.
But did you get everything at all?
But do you get everything at all?
Silly.
So we have brought our kids lots of different places. We have brought them dabbing to football games, apparently. And when we go ahead and go to things where we're praying for people, like we talked about with feeding the homeless people, but more so than that, when we've done work at churches or when we go and do different things, then we just go ahead and include our kids with us. We consider this our team unit. It's not just mommy and daddy that know God and that can encourage someone or say something. My kids actually say insightful and encouraging things all the time. And they know God just like I do. And so they just join right in with us, and it's powerful.
Yeah.
Daisy was going to say something.
Go ahead, Daisy.
I said once, maybe we're not perfect, but love's always perfect.
Maybe we're not perfect, but love is always perfect. You're right. And so Daisy will come up with these insightful things and share it with us.
Did you have something, Judy?
Yeah, that God, we don't need anyone else to be a flesh but God. Because God is the only person who I made. And He's the only person we need, because He's the best person we need.
Oh, that was very nice. Thank you. God's the best person we need, so He's always with us. Go ahead, Jonah.
And if you give your kids the chance to talk and be with you, then it could really impact your life. If it's just the kids get the babysitter and stay home, and the mom and dad go pray for people and do all of that, then the kids will just know, all right, I have this container that I have to stay in, and I can't start growing and go with my mom and dad and do all that stuff. So if we give them the chance, and they can really shoot out
They can really shine.
Yeah, it'll impact the parents and the children's life. The kids might just start praying for people randomly. If they see a person that needs to be prayed for, then they'll just randomly pray for them. If you're including your kids, but if that's not happening, then it could they'll be more shy about it and not want to. So it impacts the child's life and their braveness, and it also impacts the parents, because it's
Yeah, absolutely. We're training these people to be adult people who actually know what to do in life. Go ahead.
If you let your kids have a chance, they really know how to shine.
I like that. I think that we'll put that as a quote this week.
Jude?
If you really give a kid a chance to have sugar, just don't, because then we'll get hyping, run around, and we'll go to bed.
Oh, thank you. If you give your kids a chance to have sugar, they'll get hyper and run around and won't go to bed. So Jude's encouragement is don't give them sugar. Go ahead, Jonah.
And my comment is that my mom didn't give me sugar, so she's not best.
I don't give you sugar, so I'm not the best?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Jonah's turn.
And my dad said it's really impacted me, but my dad said bravery isn't a personality, it's a muscle, and you really need to work it out for it to be strong. So I thought that was...
Yeah, that was a big encouragement with Jonah lately, is that we've had to encourage him that bravery is not something necessarily that you're born with, where you just don't feel nervous or scared, but that bravery is a muscle that, you know, you have the muscle to do it. You just have to work it out to make that muscle stronger. And so Jonah's been awesome at practicing that.
And also that bravery is not a lack of fear. It's just going beyond your fear.
Yeah.
So like when you're in the middle of trying to do something that's really difficult and making you nervous, going beyond that is bravery. Running in to help somebody in the midst of danger is bravery. It doesn't mean you're completely cool as a cucumber, you know, but...
Because you're already cool, buddy.
No way.
Go ahead, Jude.
Go ahead, Jude.
Is it the best to give kids sing or not? Because it's the worst.
It's the worst to give your kids sugar. That's Jude's
But
vote.
it's really yummy. Like, literally.
Like, we can't stop eating it.
Okay, Daisy's turn.
I forgot.
Okay, it'll come back to you. So, besides including your kids in everyday things, oh, she remembered.
Give it a thumbs up if you let your kids have sugar, or give it a thumbs down if you don't.
Got Daisy doing a little bit of
That's
directing.
right.
Oh yeah, thumbs up or angry face if you don't give your kids sugar.
Angry face if you
There's
don't
no,
give sugar.
there's no thumbs down on this.
Yeah, so either do a thumbs up if you give your kids sugar, or angry face if you
I
don't give your
think
kids
everybody
sugar.
gets a little bit of sugar. Go
Yes.
ahead, Jude.
It's thumbs up if you don't, and my face and thumbs down if you don't
Somebody's
want.
giving a thumbs up. Who gave a thumbs up? I just saw a thumbs up pop across the
I
screen.
know.
Yeah.
I like sugar.
I love sugar.
That
Me
Girl
too.
Scout cereal was pretty good.
It was.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
It was good.
So,
Delicious.
Okay.
It tastes like Thin Mints.
Yeah.
secondly, we want to encourage you that we decided to let our kids travel with us, and so we include our kids in travel. That's the second thing that we want to mention that we do, and they are fun. You know, your kids are just an extension of you, and so your kids, you get along well at home, and so you'll get along well while you travel. There's really not a reason to think that you can't travel just because you have kids. And so we have done a lot of traveling with our children. We've moved across the country with them. We've moved to a different country with them. And so we just, you know, grab a couple toys and go. So we try to pare it down. Like, we don't do extensive gear for children. You know, if you have to have a car seat. But other than that, like, don't try to go crazy. I think that's where you go nuts, is to try to make it like your home, but you just make things homey by being there. So you don't have to bring all your gear and stuff. I'm not talking infants. Infants have a lot of gear, but as a kid gets to be 1.5, 2, and 3, just roll with it. You have to learn how to practice those mommy muscles or daddy muscles, where you're not freaking out because everything's out of whack. And the kids, you'll have good moments and they'll have bad moments, just like you will on vacation. But kids can totally travel with you. You can do this.
Yeah, we've traveled all over. Yes, Jude.
Oh, Jude's turn.
It's the best day, but every time you do something bad, then you have your kitchen, and then you get happy, and then we'll go to bed, and
You
have bed.
You seem like you had some sugar. Did you have some sugar?
Yeah,
No,
it's
you
sweet
had none.
cereal.
Yeah, this morning. You're just excited to talk to everybody, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, Gloria says she can't wait to go to Machu Picchu with Ryder. Ooh, that sounds awesome.
What's my?
I like that. Well, I guess you'll have to research that
God
tomorrow.
bless you.
Gesundheit. Gloria, that's a good one. I didn't know that was on your list. Oh, that's okay.
Okay, I tried to get down in the comments.
Abuela says, good job. You're being brave. Sophia, did you have something to add on to there?
I don't think so.
What was your experience like when we moved, let's say, traveled across the country to Hawaii?
Well, I really like going on airplanes, because like I just enjoy like the ride and looking at everything and experiencing it. So I really enjoyed like looking at everything and having like the backpack and like trudging through the airport. I liked it a lot. So it was really fun.
Yeah, we let the kids run a few laps in the airport in Phoenix. Okay, Daisy?
Sophia really likes to fly. I think that's why she likes an airplane.
Yeah, Sophia wants to actually fly like a bird, so she's hoping that happens. Go ahead, Jonah.
Can I tell my experience?
Yes, please.
On the trip to Hawaii, that's the only airplane trip that I pretty much remember. But it was so fun, like Sophia said, like having the backpack and walking through. I felt so like grown up or like a big kid, like going with my parents to a whole different place, like an island, like paradise. And so it was just really fun to be with them, like have my backpack and sit and wait and talk and stuff when we were waiting for the airplane, and then sitting with them and seeing like, oh mommy, look at that square, it looks like this because there's two parts that look like the eye and the smile on that little part of land. Mom was like, oh yeah, like it was just really fun. So.
Yeah, and like with anything travel and just everyday life, kids are total icebreakers. So people are more apt to be warm with you or to give special preference or favor. Like people know, they see kids and they know that you need a little bit of help and stuff. And
when we moved to Hawaii, we met an older couple in the airport in Phoenix, and then
they lived in Kona for a while.
We got to Hawaii, and like 2 weeks later or something, 3 weeks later maybe, a month. I don't remember what it was. It was quite a while. We ran into them at Walmart in Kona, and they remembered us because of the kids. They're like, oh, hey, and I had no idea who they were. I was like, who are these people that know me? This is weird. And then it took a second, but I realized that they had remembered us from the airport.
I like it. We accumulate grandparents around the world.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jude.
It's like when you first get there, you have fun and you go to the airport and you fly and we take a lap and we go and go. And we just keep going till we get to that place, and people get to just see everything, see the tree, see the beautiful flowers, and...
Thank you very much. Daisy, go ahead.
I'm just going to say this to encourage you, but just take one step at a time.
Take one step at a time. Good idea.
Daisy's a very good encourager.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, Jude.
It's like... Just take, just content, but just take one step at a time. If you want us to get do Facebook, take it off. Because we are literally moving to a place someday.
Thank you, son.
And
Jonah, go ahead, Daddy.
Jude always has a very good encouragement right after Daisy has a good encouragement. So Daisy's very good at teaching her little brother.
Yeah, excellent.
I always just have them in my brain, so yeah.
Nice. Jonah, you're up.
And I liked what Jude said, like, you don't stop until you just get to that place. Like if you're trying to go here and you're just like, I'll, like, go tomorrow, I'll do it, like, you just, like, keep, like, don't go, like, power through and just get to where you want to be, because then when you get there, it feels so good, but if you keep putting it off, it's just like, but if you get there, it's like, oh, it's so nice to be here, and it's like, oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to add?
I
I want to say hi to my friend S. She just joined us from around the world. She's
Hi,
living
S.
in Japan. Hi, S.
Hi.
Japan, that's fun.
Ooh,
Yes, she is. She's
oh,
super fun.
Japan. Ooh, I like that place.
We want to go
We
there,
would
huh?
love to visit
Sounds
Japan.
fun.
Yeah, go ahead and pop in the comments below if you guys are watching live or on the replay and tell us where you want to go. We heard Gloria wants to go to Machu Picchu, but if you had a chance to go somewhere, where would you go?
Yeah.
So I wanted to tell you that it's not just your kids. When we talk about including the kids in our everyday life and things like travel or whatever, I want to encourage you to not be embarrassed or shy to let any of your family members. So if it's a grandparent or parent, brother, sister, whatever, sometimes that we feel embarrassed about our family, or, you know, we don't know how they're going to act. And so then we feel like, oh no, you know, what if they do this or what if they do that? And so we won't do things with them. We won't take them with us, or, you know, we don't want to interact with them because we don't know what they're going to do. And that's just part of it. So I just wanted to encourage you.
They might pull their ears out and puff their cheeks out and make monkey faces.
It's just
Who
part of
knows?
it. Everybody has their unique personality. Kids have a unique personality from the very get-go. Even in the womb, in our sonogram pictures and our little sonogram videos, we could see the kids' different personalities, each different. And your grandparents or your parents, your brother, sister, whoever's in your family, they all have something unique and valuable about them as well. So go ahead and just show them grace, and what they do doesn't really reflect on you. You're an individual person, and I'm a mother, Skip's a father, but our kids, they still have individual choices. So, we can't make them do something. And honestly, we don't really want to. We like to include them, but we don't want a bunch of, robots or Stepford wives or something like that. We're not trying to raise Stepford children.
Stepford children.
We don't have Stepford
Part
children.
2, Stepford
The
children.
sequel.
The sequel. Yes, Jude.
It's like when you first get there, you have to go back and just get that feeling of getting that stuff, and then just get in it, come back, and you have a good day, and you have to go there if you really, really, really want to go there, and you see the nice smell of the flowers, and they look so beautiful, and the trees don't look so tall, and the houses look so big, and yeah.
We were just notified that we're having some technical difficulties.
What?
So if you can't see us very well, if the live stream's cutting out a little bit, then hopefully on the replay you'll be able to catch some of Jude's awesome dance moves. Jonah, did you have something to say?
And ever since I was little, not ever since I was little, but I really think that our family has just been focusing on the exact opposite of control, like what Mom was saying, you're not trying to raise a bunch of robots. They've said sometimes, we let you choose a lot, but now it's Mommy and Daddy's turn to choose. It's like you get to choose, and it's better if you just have your kids all right, you can you can have that, you can choose if you want this stuffed animal or this stuffed animal. I don't have to get you the polar bear if you really want the grizzly bear. And so just let your kids be free. Don't always have them on a leash, but kind of just let them be themselves.
Yeah, definitely one of our parenting goals is that our kids are guided by their heart, and that it's connected to Mommy and Daddy's heart, and so that they're guided by an internal motivation rather than just external rails. Because one day the kids are certainly going to move out of the house, and we don't want them to just have freedom for the first time and have a complete freak out. We want to be training them to handle it well, to manage their freedoms from a very young age, because all of us are born with free will, and that is exactly how God wants us to be made. He didn't want a bunch of Stepford children either. So we want our kids to exercise and strengthen their free will so that they can make powerful choices as they go. Go ahead, Jude.
6 more years to move out.
Oh,
No,
Sophia's
just kidding.
she's not on a countdown.
I'm not on a countdown. Totally, I'm not on a countdown.
Go and feel that feeling of you want to get there just on time.
What feeling?
Go ahead.
I feel I just want to get done just on time.
Oh.
Why don't you tell them what you whispered in my ear just a second ago while Jonah was talking?
Do you remember? Go ahead.
If them talking, I'll just tap him until them stop so them know I want to do it.
What'd you tell me in my ear, though?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we told the kids to go ahead and tap our hand if they had something to say so we could have some semblance of order. Go ahead, Daisy's going to go now.
I would say it's your time to shine, and I'll say you get that.
Take the chance, huh? It's your time to shine. Take the chance.
Go ahead.
If he dies, then I get those 2 pictures.
Earlier, while Jonah was talking, and you see him whispering in my ear, and then he goes like this, he goes, after you die, can I have those 2 pictures in my room? And I go, sure. And he went, yes.
That is hilarious. High five on that one. That was awesome. That was so funny. My friend S, she's a teacher, and she said robot kids are her favorite.
Yeah.
So, yes. Having someone who will actually listen to you, that is awesome. Having them do it because they want to from their heart, even better.
Yeah.
That is hilarious that Jude called that
So,
picture.
To kind of start wrapping this up a little bit,
Okay.
not only do we... please stop tapping on my hands because the clapping is very loud.
Wasn't there an ending song on the Mickey Mouse Club? Now it's time to say goodbye
We're going to
to
sing
all
that?
our family.
I'm unprepared.
M-I-C.
K-U-I...
M-O-U-S-E.
M-O-U-S-E. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
You're an awesome singer and dancer.
So,
I didn't know this is going to be like a jazz.
so we want just to kind of begin to wrap things up.
Yeah.
We do and really, really enjoy have learned to enjoy including our kids in the things that we do, but not just including them, but giving them freedoms to be part of what we're doing.
Yes.
So whether we're traveling, whether we're in a church environment, whether we're in in having people over at our home, whatever the situation is, we like to give our kids freedom to be who they are, to be who they were created to be. And sometimes that doesn't fit in a neat little box. So you have to choose. I feel like you have to get to a point in your life where you're going to choose. I want my kids to live in the fullness of who they are, with good wisdom and guidance by their parents, or I want my kids to act and be exactly how I want them to be in every moment, and so I'm going to choose to control some of those actions.
Yeah.
So
Jude, hold on.
it's really difficult to have both of those things. You can't say I want them to act a certain way, every time, and to expect your kids to be free in who they are. It's one or the other. So we chose the first one, which is to not only include our kids, but to give them the freedoms and to let those freedoms, teach all of us that, hey, these things are going to happen and these things could happen. So
Right,
you could be
consequences.
on and be really good, and we over the top praise those moments when, like tonight, when we're sitting on a couch and we're listening to Daddy. That's very amazing. Our kids are sitting still for 35, 45 minutes at this point, and on the camera, and that's really good. And so I want to say thank you to all of you. Other times we can do something like this, and they'd be bouncing off the back of the couch, and then we would have to simply say, thank you for joining us. Why don't you head off to your room and start getting ready for bed? But tonight we didn't have to do that. So there's the pros and cons to all of it, but I think the pros of freedom and inclusion far outweigh the other, because then when your children do grow up and move out, they understand that there are every action has a equal and opposite reaction, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what someone really
You're
smart
like
said?
math wizard.
I should have tall gray hair.
Your hair's mostly brown. Go ahead, Daisy. You're up.
You're always free to do what's right, and there's like a door open for God and Jesus, and a door closed for all the sins and stuff.
Yeah. Jonah, you got something? Okay. Baby Jude, we're good?
Got anything to say before we leave?
Sophia? Oh, Jude,
Yes,
you're
go
up.
ahead.
It's the best day ever, and just check off, and we having a good day, and hope you have a good day too, and bye-bye.
So
Nice, buddy.
at the beginning of this, I was trying to tell the kids that we couldn't all be talking over each other. So I told them, Jude and Daisy, Sophia and Jonah, but especially the 2 littles, if you want to say something, gently give us a little tap while you sit on our lap, and we'll know, and we'll call on you. And so the whole time, this has been Jude.
Don't tap Daisy. Don't tap Daisy.
It's like playing the bongos on my legs.
A little drummer boy.
So there he goes.
All right, just a quick reminder that next week, after April Fool's Day, next week starts Marriage Month. So the whole month of April, we're going to, on Wednesday nights, Skip and I are going to be talking about different marriage topics. If you have anything that you want to discuss, then go ahead and pop it in a comment or in a private message. Also, I do think that we're going to be playing the Newlywed game.
What?
Newlywed. And so we're 18 years wed. But I do think that we might pop some of the questions out so that you guys can be playing at home alone, or not home alone, hopefully with your spouse.
Beth will give some directions on how you're to use those questions without your spouse knowing, so you can't get the answers right.
Yeah, we'll pop up some videos in the coming week of some ideas so that you guys can play along with us, because it'll be super fun to see if you can read your spouse's mind, which won't work out very well. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So if you have something to do, just do something, just get soon and just tell them to and listen and bye.
So, marriage month is going to be a lot of fun. We've started to work on a couple of topics that we're going to be talking about, and so we'll be doing that through the month of April. And that's not an April Fool's. We will be having a lot of fun with that. So, in closing, again, thank you for. Do you have something else to say?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Jonah would like to lead us in prayer.
I need to read.
Jonah, like we kind of meet like this. We'll do family meetings. This is kind of a glimpse into inside Swiger House, and
Usually daily, but at least 3 or 4 times a week.
yeah, Daddy will see how he gave that big speech in the middle of all of this. Daddy will give like a 5 to 25 minute. What's that? 35, 45.
Mini sermons, you say?
What's that at the end of The Incredibles when the bad guy syndrome is sitting there talking?
A monologue.
Oh,
You're monologuing.
You've got me monologuing. So when Skip is monologuing, the kids will get encouraged or whatever. And did you have something to add, Sophia?
No.
Okay. No, hold on.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, go ahead, Sophia.
When you were talking about the marriage stuff, I was going to say, I have no experience, so I don't have anything to add.
Sophia
Nor will you ever.
Will not
You
attend.
are staying home with your daddy.
Staying home, 6 more years.
6 more years times 10.
No.
Yes.
You don't want to be an old maid with us?
No, I do not. I want to travel the world.
So Jonah, go ahead and
Do
close.
that single
Lead the prayer.
with your parents.
No.
It was your idea. It was on your heart. So go ahead.
Go ahead, mister.
Be brave.
Alright, so
Okay.
I just pray for everybody that they'll be free to be themselves and not be the present in a little tiny box. It's like little tiny wrapping paper that they'll be like the humongous box, the box that takes up the whole Christmas tree. It takes you like 30 minutes to unwrap, and then you just have this like your personality. You don't have to be like, oh, this person's perfect. I need to be more like them. Just be you, and then I bet that the person you want to be like will be like, oh, they're perfect. I want to be like them. And you go, no, just be you, and you'll be great. And so that's what I just pray for everybody, and I pray that you'll have a good night. And
Amen.
Amen.
As always, again, one last time, please comment on this stuff. Even if you're watching a replay, put the comments in the bottom because we do see those. We do enjoy them. Feel free to find us on all the social medias, like we've said before. We are just our names. Skip Swiger on all the social medias that I have, and Beth Swiger on all of hers. And so that's it.
Thanks for that encouraging
Jude,
word,
would you
Jonah.
like to hit the stop button?
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Do you
thank
know
you
which
for
one it
joining
is?
us, kids. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
It's that little white button right there.